Hey, this is Justin. Welcome to NEMO Fishing. We're going to do a location review today, and the location is the North Fork of the Salt River. And you can see me on the way there on Interstate 36. I'm heading west, just past Honeywell, heading west. You'll see the North Fork of the Salt River. Pull in there, and the Department of Conservation has a little parking lot available for parking and loading with the boat ramp. You head north, and that would be upstream. South is downstream towards the Mark Twain Lake. So that's how to get there. As you can see, the river is a typical northeast Missouri river with a lot of runoff from farmland, makes it very muddy. The primary deterrents, says the Missouri Department of Conservation, to recreational use in the basin are high turbidity, siltation, which are the results of poor soil management and bed scour. Excessive turbidity and siltation have not only decreased the abundance and diversity of aquatic life and habitat, but have also made boating and canoeing more difficult due to the local heavy sedimentation. Fortunately, most streams in the basin have been spared from excessive channelization. Only the North Fork has been significantly channelized, 42%. High steep banks, muddy banks. Basically, bottom line, it's a muddy river. It's a muddy river. You're going to see that. Now, you know, the good news is I got on the water and there's nobody there. I was all by myself, which is always nice. Bad news is I got on the water and there was nobody there, which makes me wonder, why is nobody there? Now you can see there's plenty of structure, wood along the side, especially down trees for fish to hang out in. But the river is very, very muddy. So bass that are fish that are visual feeders like bass are going to have a hard time seeing your lure, so you might want to use something bright or something dark and bright, alternating colors. Of course, this day at this location I didn't have any luck at all. I did see some carp flopping around on the surface. This probably would be a good location to catch carp, and also catfish, channel catfish, and flathead catfish. In fact, if I would go here again, that's what I would look for as far as fishing. I didn't have any luck at all. Now, the Department of Conservation says that there are lots of species in these waters. Largemouth, smallmouth, various panfish, crappie, even some white bass, even some walleye, catfish, carp, which is very possible, especially as the closer you go to the Mark Twain Lake. But at this location, I had a hard time believing you're going to catch anything other than carp and catfish. It's just that muddy of a river. In fact, I decided I probably won't go back to this location except for maybe once or twice a year. This next year, I might go downstream to see what's downstream. Truth of it is, I was very disappointed. Very disappointed. Don't plan on making very many trips to this location forthcoming times. Here in the rock piles by the bridge, looks like it could be very fishy. Maybe hold some bass, largemouth or smallmouth. Supposedly there's even walleye in this river. But I have a hard time believing at this location that they're going to be very abundant or even really able to see lures to eat them, to bite them. But there is locations probably to catch some good catfish if you're a cat fisherman. Probably need to bring some live bait though. You'll see me unloading here in a moment, and you'll see how muddy it is. If you go to this location, you will get muddy. I'm not afraid to get muddy. That's part of going fishing. But when it comes down to it, I'd rather not get this muddy at this location. You're going to get dirty, and that's kind of a mess. Here I am pulling in, and the mud is thick. The mud is thick. Kind of nasty and skanky mud too. So just be prepared. You can see me now. I'm paddling over to the rocks because I'm trying to avoid as much mud as possible. I'm not a pansy. I just didn't want to get mud up to my ankles or knees trying to get out. So I made it happen. I got out without any catastrophe. But bottom line, I made it back home, and I had to clean out the boat pretty significantly. You can see the mud there in the shoes and in the boat and around the edges. That was the one thing I got out of this visit. It is a muddy, skanky river. Bottom line, fishing experience was poor. Location potential is poor. Target species, if I head back, it would be catfish and carp. So, happy fishing.